Hey y'all, so if you have subscribed to me for a little bit, you've probably already watched the Disappearing 9 patch quilt that we did for Quilting from Square One. Well, I was asked to talk at the Johnson County Quilt Guild, which I'm super excited about, and I was trying to think of what to do, and I decided to do a variation on a 9 patch, and I wanted to share it with you all here as well, because why not share all the information? So, if you're part of the Johnson County Quilt Guild and you have someone named Crystal coming to talk to you on the 27th of February, click stop now because you're going to learn this in a couple weeks. So, anyway, here's what I'm going to show you. First of all, it's all about the placement, again, of your 9 patch. So I'm going to lay this out. And these are 3.5 inch squares, so if they look smaller than a normal Charm Pack 9 patch, that's because they are. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing here is I'm doing kind of a light, dark, I'm just kind of matching things, but the important part is that you have a white square in the the smaller 4 area. And the reason for that will become apparent when we get this all done and put together, but I don't want to give any secrets away yet, so you'll just have to wait. So once we get this up here, and I just kind of want to show you how I was doing it, so we have the opposites. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. So we have the opposites. These are matching, but these are opposites. So you're going to need 2 separate 9 patch squares because we're going to mash them together. So kind of going through your grouping, and maybe you find a couple like this that'll work, or I'm going to put this in the center, probably with maybe these 2 guys, and maybe this guy and something else, but just keep it all together. I'm going to show you the 2 sections that I do when we get back. So in a minute, I'll come back with 2 finished 9 patches. Uno momento. Okay, I'm back. So I have my 9 patches together. I'm going to apologize in advance if you hear a snoring puppy. He is sitting below me and just dreaming away. So here's the first one that we did. Nice 9 patch. And there's one thing I want to point out to y'all that I just love when we do it this way. Whenever you go light and dark, you always press and can nest your seams perfectly. So it's just something I love, and I love to show it. So here's the first one that we did. Here's the combination that I did for the second one. So I still did the blues and the oranges with the butterflies in the middle. And I'm going to show you kind of why I did it that way, and it will make a lot more sense when we get going. So now you're going to take these 2 and you're going to put them together. And now your seams aren't going to nest on this, but all we're doing is stitching all the way around. And so what I would recommend doing, and I'm going to do it on mine, so I am not above this, is I'm going to pin right through so we make sure that we hit all of these seams. Okay, now that these are all done and ready to go, we're going to stitch all the way around. And this brings up a good thing. I don't only do Disappearing 9 patches. We have a really fun next installment for Quilting from Square One coming out very soon. It is called, it's half square triangles, and it's going to be in a pinwheel formation, but I think you guys are going to really like it because I'm going to show you 6 different ways to make half square triangles, and by the time you're done, you will have a quilt. So exciting, look for that to come. But in the meantime, go stitch around your squares. All right, look how pretty this is. Stitched all the way around. They are now together. We have basically a pillow that we cannot enjoy because right sides are together, but that doesn't matter. We are about to cut this open. So what you need is your big ruler, at least a ruler long enough and to go through from side to side, and hopefully a rotating mat. I know you know by now all I talk about is rotating mats, so please pick one up. But here we go. What we're going to do is we're going to line this up all the way across. So you're going to go through the crosses here, through the cross on this, this, and this. So we're going to line these up all across because we need to be able to cut it in half. Now you're going to have to push hard, but straight and steady, so don't get ahead of yourself. Just know you're going to have to go a little bit harder through those because you're going through 4. See, and you don't want to move it. like I just did. And then you're just going to rotate your mat and do the exact same thing. Anybody guessing what we're doing yet? I bet you are. Okay, so we're going to let this here, again, slow, but with pressure through. And now, I'm not going to show you these yet. I don't want to show you them yet. I'm going to go press them open and I will be back, and then I will show you the awesomeness that this is. Okay, are y'all ready for the big reveal? So, when you press them open, you get a block 4 that look like this. Now, you can see how putting the whites in a certain spot makes sense. But, you guys, okay, I can't even contain myself. There are so many different ways to make this block. So you can put all of your butterflies, see how they're alternating? You can put them back together like this, and you get, whoop, you can have this block where you have, you know, you can make so many different things here. So you could do this, we could flop this around, and we could have it like this, so then we don't have the dots next to each other and it makes an X. You can turn it like this, so then you could have all of these rotating. Let's do it. Goodness sakes. So you can even have it like this, where see the middle meets, or you can have it so each one of these is a little bit different. See how each one of those is different? So think about it this way too. We just made this circle, but if you think about your block placement, you can make this a fun pinwheel in the middle even. You can even make it where they all match again in the center, but you still get the X and everything. So all of your green butterflies can go in the center, and that makes fun different things by matching your blues and your pinks. You can do a chevron print if you want as you go through your whole quilt. So it's pretty crazy. You can also, you know, if you start to do it this way, you can just make a total mishmash of things and make it so, you know, with other blocks where you can make the circles, you can make them all diamonds, but then when you start adding in other X's here, you can see how these things just start to build off of each other, and you have pinwheels and small wheels, and it's really a fun block. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. You know, it might be fun to have different prints in the center. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate in writing a comment. I hope you like what you see. If you have any suggestions for tutorials you'd like to see in the future, shoot me a line. I'll see what I can do for you. Have a great day, y'all. Bye.